Kaitlyn, to truly break the cycle, you have to die.
Hello, how are you? I'm great. It looks stunning. You do too. I mean, this is big premiere night at the freaking Chinese
What
theater.
the hell? What am I doing here?
What do you mean, what are you doing here? Don't get imposter syndrome on me.
Okay, I promise I won't. Okay, I'm good. I'm better now.
This franchise is everything. People love it so much. What does it mean to be a part of it?
I mean, honestly, it's huge shoes to fill, but the group of people that have welcomed me in is so, it feels so amazing. And the fan base of this movie, I don't think I really truly understood the assignment until my casting announcement happened, and I was just getting messages being like, welcome to the family, thank you so much. And I just feel so honored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I see, it's so interesting in this franchise because there's so many, it's different casts pretty much every time. Mm-hmm. So were you able to connect with any of the previous premonitioners? I know AJ Cook came to set.
No, I didn't get to meet any of them. I was so busy.
Yeah.
I was literally just working my little booty off, so I didn't get to meet any of them. Hopefully I do now.
Yeah.
That would be so cool.
I think some of them are maybe expected.
You know what? I did go to the same high school as Amanda Crew. She wasn't a premonitioner.
Yes.
But she was in Final Destination 3. We went to the same high school in the middle of nowhere, Canada, Langley. Brookswood Secondary School.
Oh, that's wild. I love Sex Drive.
Yeah, right? Me too. Yeah, so we went to the same high school, and I actually met her a couple of weeks ago,
wow.
in person. But yeah, so there you go.
That's amazing. What do you think is the most iconic kill across the entire franchise?
Definitely the gymnastics one.
That one?
Because the build-up, you have that little nail, and then you don't know what's gonna happen on the balance beam. No spoilers, sorry if you haven't seen number 5, but oh my gosh, she exits her own skin.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's the biggest spoiler.
No. It's for a movie that came out years ago. You're good.
If you haven't watched it, I'm not sorry.
Well, congratulations. Have fun.
Thank you so much. Nice to meet you.
You too. Now, the Final Destination franchise is so iconic, and I love that somebody could be in the movies for a minute, and it's still one of the most iconic scenes in history. What does it mean to be part of that?
I mean, it means everything to me. I'm a horror movie fan. I always have been. I saw the second movie when I was 11, which actually I skipped the first movie and saw the second movie, and then went back and saw the first, and then saw all of. Well, I was 11 years old when the second one came out. I was 9 when the first one came out. I mean, for movies that I've seen 5, 6, 7 times prior to ever auditioning for it, when this came across my email that they wanted me to audition for this movie, I was like, I need to be a part of this. I have to be a part of this.
Oh, exactly. I mean, this has been 14 years in the making. I was always so interested in where they could go after the last one that has that amazing twist ending. What do you think sets Bloodlines apart from the other films?
I mean, here's the most important thing is that where it doesn't set itself apart, and that's, I know, a weird thing to say, but we made a Final Destination movie, and we stayed true to a Final Destination movie. I don't think any of us who are fans of this movie, when we were making this, thought, let's completely change, let's reshape the wheel. I think that's a mistake if we did that, but I don't think we did. We made a Final Destination movie. And when we did that, we also added a couple of our own little twists in. We have the familial aspect, which I think is a nice thing. You kind of get to have, instead of strangers kind of trauma bonding together, you have a family that is trying so hard to protect themselves from death.
Yeah. I've seen the movie and I absolutely love it. And
I still haven't seen it. Tonight's my first night seeing it.
First night and with an audience.
I know.
Delicious.
That's why I waited. I had the link to watch it alone at home, and I said, that's not how this should be seen.
No, this is absolutely the way. And this is also Tony Todd's last film, and he is incredible.
Yes.
His scene is incredible. Can you talk to me about working with him and what that meant to you?
He was the warmest man you could ever hope him to be. I mean, that's Candyman, that's Bloodworth, that's all these legendary characters. It didn't feel like we were making a Final Destination movie until, Tony got there midway through shooting, and you're like, now we're making a Final Destination film. All he ever wanted to know from us was if we were having fun, and he just wanted to make sure we were having fun. So rest in peace to Mr. Todd. He was as nice as you could ever hope a man to be.
Incredible. Well, have so much fun tonight.
Thank you.
And congratulations.
Thank you very much.
How does it feel to be at the Final Destination premiere?
I mean, it feels crazy to be premiering the movie in a franchise that I'm a huge fan of at the Chinese theater in my hometown. It's an amazing feeling.
Yeah. Who in your life is most excited that you're in a Final Destination movie?
Oh my God! I'll tell you who's least excited. My mom. She can't stand horror. She's gonna be like this the whole time.
You know what? It's like I'm not that squeamish, and I love horror. I had to watch this one through my fingers a bit.
Dude, it's tough.
It's intense.
And believe me, what you were seeing on screen is not that different from what we were seeing on set because it was all practical. So, yeah, it's brutal. It's brutal.
Oh my God! I mean, tell me about that because one of my favorite things, obviously, is like the deaths are always awesome, but then there's so many fake outs along the way. So, what is that like? I mean, when you're reading the scripts, probably every page you're like, "Am I dying here? Am I dying here? Am I dying here? Am I not dying? What's happening?"
The script is it was so gripping. When I first got it, I couldn't put it down. I read it through the whole thing in like 40 minutes. And yeah, the whole time I was like, how long am I gonna last in this? But yeah, and I think the script just translates so well to the screen. It's amazing. I'm so excited.
I mean, it's so interesting too. I keep telling people like this franchise, some people are in this movie for like a few minutes and it's so impactful, so iconic. I will ask them about it for the rest of their careers. I mean, what does it mean to be a part of that? I have no words. You can tell I have no words. Like I said, I'm such a huge fan of this franchise. I've been watching these movies for such a long time, and to be a part of it, and I think to be a part of such an important one for the franchise, because there hasn't been one in a few years, and this is, we're reviving it a little bit, and also to have as good of a part in it as I do was pretty exciting. Right, and also, I mean, Tony Todd being in this movie, it has to feel like such a stamp of approval, but then is so iconic. His moments in this movie are incredible. What was it like working with him?
He's such a warm, beautiful presence to just have on set. As soon as he steps on set, the whole vibe changes. It's just like, wow, he's bringing so much experience and wisdom, and to be a part of his send-off means so much to me, and I feel so fortunate that I got to share the moment that I did with him.
Yeah. I mean, did you have any conversations with him kind of when the cameras aren't rolling? What is it like?
Yeah, he was a very calm man and a very contemplative, very thoughtful, giving, kind man, and he gave me so much advice on being a part of this franchise and the fans, and he had so much wisdom and invaluable wisdom.
Well, congratulations on this. You should be so proud. It's an awesome film. And have fun tonight.
Thank you. You too.
I keep saying that. I keep calling this franchise iconic, which may be an overused word, but I don't think it is in this case. There's so many people that have come into these films. They're in it for a few minutes, and it's so impactful. What does it mean to be a part of that?
I think it's pretty awesome. People are like, oh, do you live? Do you die? And I was like, to be honest, I don't think you want to live in a Final Destination. I feel like being part of the legacy is having an epic, gruesome, super slow burn death. So it's pretty exciting.
Yeah. What to you across the franchise is the most iconic kill?
The most iconic kill?
Yeah. One that what's traumatized you for life?
I think we have some good ones in this one, but I like the kills that kind of ruin just everyday objects for people. I like people being scared of tanning beds now. I like that we're taking money away from industries. I think that's pretty fun. So hopefully we do that with a couple deaths in this one too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It had to feel pretty amazing, not only to have Tony Todd come into this film, but to be able to work with him. What was that experience like for you, and what did that mean to you?
It was a big honor, I mean, the whole time we were kind of filming, it felt like imposter syndrome, like we're doing this series, we're adding to the franchise, and it didn't feel like, I mean, I always have imposter syndrome, but it felt like, I didn't really belong, or we didn't belong, or it didn't feel like a Final Destination movie, and then he came along for the 2 days or day or two that he could give us, and it really felt like he kind of gave his stamp of approval, and he was so warm, and he was so welcoming, and really cared about our experience on the movie. and that really felt like we were finally doing it, and that we were supposed to be there, and we were supposed to be doing it again. So it was really wonderful.
I mean, I hope it opens doors for more movies, a series. What would you like to see happen for the?
I think a series is a cool idea.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's enough deaths out there, but the writers are pretty creative. I think they could come up with something.
It's like, how could they possibly come up with more? And it's like every room they walk in, they'll
do it. Yeah, they'll do it. As soon as you think you're safe, as soon as you think you like all the objects in your life, they'll figure out a way to ruin it.
Yeah, like what's gonna get us here?
No.
Probably that light.
I like that coming down on us.
I think that one is pretty clever.
I think that with the little spear through my head.
Yep.
And it would sell tickets. If I died on the red carpet, we'd move some tickets.
Can you just do it for the bit? Like,
I would do it for the bit, but I get none of the back end, so I said you can't kill me.
yeah, there you go. Well, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Good to see you. Well, you're in the you are in the Bloodlines in the
I actually am part of the Bloodline.
Yes.
The official.
What does that mean? I mean, the Final Destination franchise is so iconic. We've waited 14 years for this movie. I mean, stepping on set, was there a moment you're like, I'm in Final Destination?
Yeah, of course. When we got on set with Tony Todd, that was one of the most kind of poignant moments I've had in this business. You know, being there with a legend in his final performance.
I mean, he's so amazing in this film, and his moment is so beautiful. I mean, what was it like to be a part of that and have conversations with him? What is he like?
Well, I wasn't even in that scene, so I just showed up on set that day just to go watch. And he's a guy who, like a movie star, he had just so much presence. You could just feel it just being in the room with him. It was really special in that way.
I mean, like I said, this franchise is iconic, and it's so great that Tony's in it. It probably feels like a bit of a stamp of approval, which is amazing. But what to you, across the franchise, what do you think is the most iconic kill in the Final Destination? Which one has traumatized you?
So for me, Final Destination 2, the airbag comes so out of nowhere. It I almost got blown out the back of my seat.
Yeah.
It's so crazy because you're expecting something. I was like, kind of like, yeah, I don't know, really. Like, just go, well, that guy, he's kind of like, maybe there's gonna,
Yeah.
It's that, and I think that's the fun of it. It's
Yeah. I mean, and I always say too, it's like the kills are amazing, but the fake outs also get you.
Yes, it's those. Some are like slow, like you watch every little thing happen, and some of them are just like boom,
Yep.
and then that's the.
You never know when they're gonna.
No.
What irrational fear do you think people are gonna have now walking out of Bloodlines?
That somebody in their family did something wrong a long time ago, and they're gonna pay for it.
If I'm anywhere and someone's like, "We're all gonna die," I'm getting out of there.
Oh yeah, I don't even say that to me.
Yeah.
I might say I'm gonna stay because I have a better chance than trying to get out.
That's true. Well, you should be so proud of this. The movie's fantastic. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I like the new set. We have matching septum rings.
Yes,
now.
we did. I just got it today. Moments ago. It's a little tender. Oh.
Well, it's like I keep wanting to ask people what's the new irrational fear that they will now have after this movie, and it might be getting a septum ring.
Yeah, getting a septum ring would be the new irrational fear for sure. If you see Richard Harmon, who plays my son, and what happens to him in the trailer, I'm not giving much away.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like my wife Shannon and I saw at the advanced preview in Vancouver, and we were just like, ooh, oh, the whole time too, and especially with that, because you're just like, it's such a part of the anatomy, like, ew.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And then after the trailer, a lot of people are now afraid of just this one single piece of ice or glass. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Involving ice.
Yeah.
What is an irrational fear that you have from the? Oh, God.
Okay, so you have to understand, I'm sort of a living embodiment of either a lucky horseshoe man or really jinxed. I have broken more bones than I can care to mention. I've fractured my back. I've split my skull open. I put a 4-inch spike through my foot when I was 3 years old, and then I step on the glass here in the movie. So
So do you think maybe?
Yeah, this was a
Did you have a premonition at some point?
Yes, this was my destination. And in all honesty, come in here for a sec. It's my wife Shannon.
Hi, Shannon.
Hey, we actually I had a little Final Destination moment last summer. We were on a long road trip, and I had an image of us upside down in our car with our dog, and then we were involved in a major accident on a highway where 3 or 4 cars and an RV were totaled. I just happened to go like whoop, whoop, like that, and we got kissed by this one car, but all the cars, 2 cars hit us head on, flipped in the air, spun backwards, and came right ahead of us, hit a family van a little bit, and then we just got kissed. But had I not done that, we would have been hit into a 25-foot embankment.
Oh my God.
So we've had our Final Destination moment.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is wild.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I'm so glad you're here. This is a franchise that has been going on for 25 years, since 2000. What does it mean? It's so wild to me because there's so many people that have come in maybe for 5 minutes of screen time, and it's some of the most iconic moments we've ever seen in film. So what does it mean to be a part of that?
Oh, it's huge. Are you kidding? I mean, the amount of response I've been getting online from people. My wife's my social media lady because I'm a Luddite. But no, she did one post, and like within a day or so we get 10,000 responses on it or something. No, but it just means a lot to a lot of different people because it hits on a lot of different levels. And this movie, it's family blood. It's all about family and coming together and trying to, correct the things that drove us apart, and then hold us together when we're facing adversity and the ultimate adversity of death.
Yes.
So yeah, it's just huge. There's almost no words for it.
Lastly, I want to ask you, because Tony Todd is in this film and it is incredible. I mean, what is it like being a part of his legacy? His performance is amazing in this movie.
Well, incredible. We have a quick tie-in, Tony and I hosted the West Coast premiere of Candyman in Canada.
No way.
At University of British Columbia with the Film Society back in 1990, whatever it came out, 3 or 4, 5 maybe. But yeah, I did that, but I didn't get a chance to meet him unfortunately here. But like just being in a film with him, and just at the screening, when we were in Vancouver, everybody just like and then they applauded, and then when his character leaves screen, everybody just like burst into like applause and stuff. So yeah, it means a lot. He's an icon, man, or was. God rest his soul.
Yes. Well, I have to say this film is fantastic, and I can't. Oh, I saw it.
Right on.
So there's so much I want to ask you, but I got
that for a second. Okay, so tell me, what did you think of the movie?
Oh, I thought it was great. 14 years in the making. I thought the last one was fantastic. They couldn't possibly top that twist in the end. I was like, how are they even going to revive this franchise at this point? And they found a way to do it so cleverly, and I'm so excited about it.
They totally did, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Bloodlines aspect, and it ties all the storylines together.
Yes.
There you go.
It does, but
Cool.
maybe not how people have predicted, so I like that.
And babe, what did you think of the movie?
Phenomenal.
In a word, phenomenal.
Phenomenal. Thank you for that. I've never been on the other side of the mic. Appreciate it. Thanks so much. Have so much fun. So great talking to you.
Great.
Yeah, thanks. How are we feeling?
I'm feeling good. There's always nerves with something like this. Was I staring into any camera when I just took a picture just now? I have no idea. Hope I got something. But I'm so excited to watch this with other people. We saw one. I've been to one screening with an audience, and it's like. Do you remember when Cats came out?
Yes.
And everyone was going to Cats screenings, and it was this big. That's what watching this movie is like. So I'm really excited.
I will say, my screening was rowdy, and that is rare for a press screening.
Oh, that's so good. I love that.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
I mean, this movie's been 14 years in the making. I love the Final Destination franchise. What were you initially traumatized by because of Final Destination?
Oh, I didn't watch the movies until I booked the role.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but I knew of them because they're sort of ubiquitous in culture, and so for me it was the roller coaster. It was everyone was there's this new movie with the roller coaster, and there's this big accident on a roller coaster. So that one's the one that stuck with me.
Do you now when you walk around, are you what are all the things in this room?
Yes, 1,000%. I was just looking around here. This morning I saw a cherry picker that was had to be 100 feet in the air. I can't really estimate distances, so I don't know. It might have been the same. It might have been 2,000 feet. I'm not sure. 60 miles. And I was just it's everywhere. I see it everywhere now.
Oh my God. It's so true. I was driving home from the movie, and there was somebody kind of close to me, and I was like,
this is not good.
I don't like it at all.
Good. Yeah.
What do you think sets apart this Final Destination movie from the previous ones that we've seen?
I think the family element. I think that's really what it is. Kaitlyn Sanjuana has been saying something really great. She's going to come and tell you, and then she's going to be Anna took my line. But she was saying that the fact that it's people that have known each other their whole lives, as opposed to just friends or something, the connections I think make it really. I think it's I was moved when I watched it, and I don't think you expect to be moved by a Final Destination film.
Yeah, it's definitely the unique element. I was what could they possibly do next? And there it is.
Yeah, and there it is. I know. It's a great idea.
Well, have so much fun tonight. Congrats. It's so good to see you.
It's good to see you again. Next time. Can't we see you next time?
It's been 14 years in the making. We're finally here, ready to give a bunch of people new irrational fears that we never knew we could have.
Are they irrational fears, though? Maybe they're rational.
Maybe they are rational. Maybe I should be afraid. There's people piece of glass in my drink at all
Maybe you
times.
shouldn't put your head in a lawnmower. I don't know what the cases are.
What is your favorite irrational fear that has developed from the franchise?
Well,
Maybe rational.
I can't wear my wedding ring anymore after seeing the movie. I now wear
That's
like
from our movie, though.
Well, from the franchise. Well, we're not part of the franchise. I now wear like a silicone band because when I wear my metal wedding ring, it feels a little tight sometimes, and I imagine the scene that happens in the movie related to that.
Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I always think about how death often has things fall from above. So I'm walking always down the street looking above. I'm traumatized by little Timmy getting crushed by a falling plate of glass. And
Oh my gosh! You know what's? It's like, what are they going to do with the kids in this movie? And that one's a little dickhead.
The kids are not safe in our film. I'll just tell you that.
Yeah, when I walked around leaving that movie, I was like, I don't like that light right now. Like, you know, I'm thinking.
You never know.
It's really a PSA. The movie. It's like
It is.
Yeah.
Be aware of your surroundings. You know. Well, yeah. Like I said, this movie's 14 years in the making. I know people are going to love it. I'm curious what you guys are thinking. I mean, do you guys think about future of the franchise? Do you have other ideas already brewing?
You know, we have spent the last 3 years putting every anxiety and dark thought and disgusting death into this movie. I'm sure there could be another Final Destination movie because Death's work is never done. But right now, all our ideas are in this movie.
So excited to be here. It's been 14 years in the making, and we're back for Final Destination.
Yeah.
What was your first Final Destination memory moment? Like, what are you traumatized by because of these movies?
Oh shoot! I don't know, but from the trailer, it unlocked a new fear of glass, like being in ice.
Yep.
So new fear unlocked for sure.
Yeah.
That's probably something that I'll be more aware of now. Yeah.
All the bartenders were up in arms about that. I'm like, it's a house party.
Yeah, I bet. No, that's literally terrifying. When I saw that, it literally made my stomach hurt. I was like, oh no, please. It never happened to me. Oh my gosh.
What is your favorite thing about these movies?
Probably the unexpected. You never know what to expect. Everything is always so unexpected, and it keeps you on your toes for sure.
If you were in a Final Destination movie, how would you want to go out?
I don't know. You know what? Probably in like an insane way.
Yeah.
Like something drastic. I don't know. Not like a typical death, like whatever. Something like totally unexpected.
Like, I want it to be so dramatic.
I want to be so dramatic.
I was so excited when the Black Phone 2 was announced because I didn't think that there was like an open thread there. So I'm curious, like, what intrigues you most about what we're gonna see?
I don't know. I'm really, because I like didn't know how the like second script. I didn't know what it was going to be about either. Like I was like sitting there with the rest of the fans, like, what could it possibly be about? You know. But once I read the script, I was like, dang, this is good. It's so crazy, and I really just can't wait to see how fans interpret everything and their reactions to the movie. Yeah.
I can't wait. You're done filming and everything, right?
Yeah, we're done filming.
Amazing. I can't wait. I love Scott Derrickson.
Same. I love him so much.
Well, congratulations on everything. Great talking to you.
Thank you. Great talking to you.
How are we feeling tonight? I love this franchise so much. How are you feeling?
I feel great. I'm very excited to see this. I'm very excited to be here. Like you know, this franchise kind of like really inspired me when I was a kid and changed my life. And it kind of like exists in my everyday life, my day to day. Like I'll see a cord next to a puddle of water, and I'm immediately reminded of Final Destination.
Yeah.
And driving on the freeway, and you see the truck.
No trucks.
No trucks. You know.
No log trucks.
You always say move in the next lane, so it sticks with you.
Yes.
And it's stuck with me and my friends and everyone I know. And I'm just stoked.
Yeah.
I love this franchise. I can't wait to see the deaths. I can't wait to see the creative storylines and how it all ties into the previous movies. And
as a fan of all the movies, what do you think is the best death in the franchise, or your favorite one?
Favorite one? Oh God. So the first movie with Devon Sawa and Sean William Scott, those are like my dudes. I've never met them, but they feel like my homies. But the second one, I think, was super impactful, and I think the most standout death to me was the dude who falls off the fire escape and gets the ladder in the eye.
Yes.
I don't know why, but that one always just really stuck with me because you really love the guy and you don't want him to die.
Yep.
And then he falls and the ladder gets close to his face. And you're like, oh, thank God he's saved. And then boom, it kills him.
Yeah.
And so it's sad.
Okay, so I think we got to get you in the next one.
Spread the word.
How would you want to go out?
Oh man, I mean, most of them have been done. They're all super creative. I want my head to explode, right?
Yeah,
But slowly. Like I don't want it to be a quick death. I want it to be very like
slow-mo 4D experience.
Yeah, the chair shakes, you get blasted with some fake blood in the audience.
Oh, yeah, it's the best. We'll have so much fun tonight.
Thank you. Yeah.
Appreciate
Have you seen it?
I have.
Oh wow!
It's fantastic.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's fantastic.
I'm stoked.
I saved a lot of lives that night, but Death doesn't like it when you mess with his plans.